Star Trek Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's your favorite day and time of the week. It is time for the main viewer. We're going to cover all the Star Trek and adjacent sci-fi news of the week. We're going to regale you with stories, Star Trek related, and we're going to catch you up to date on everything that's been going on, including stuff that just happened. We might even talk about stuff that's going to happen. You never know. For example, Star Trek was on the Family Feud.
That's fun.
But this is not your grandma's Family Feud. It has been replaced with something else.
But what?
Yeah, but what? Also, everybody knows ST happened in Nashville. A big Star Trek convention happened. A lot of cool stuff there. There was a fun Star Trek dinner that blew up the internet. Somehow we'll talk about that. Also, Star Trek people played Dungeons and Dragons, some for the first time ever. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot more news to cover, and we're going to get into it with all of you, and also with the walking exclamation point.
Hi.
Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel.
Hi, exclamation point. Good day.
Hi kind of has two exclamation points. One's just upside down.
Hey.
Also, paintress Jenny R. Johnson.
Oh, hello.
And Melissa Longo's here. She was a partner in crime in Nashville.
Yeah, hello. Could hi be an exclamation point in Spanish? Hi. Because they have the upside down and the ooh.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, very good. Everybody, my name is Ryan T. Husk. I've never used an exclamation point before. I feel like I should come clean about that now. I felt like they're too aggressive.
I used up our quota.
Yeah, they're too aggressive, so I use dashes. What's the most, everybody in the live chat, what is the most exclamation points you've ever used in a text? Were you like, I draw the line at 2 or 3, or have you like done like a couple rows before
Do
out
not
of like
waste your life counting.
pure
And you just
excitement?
Do
Anne-Marie, what's the most you've ever used?
I don't like knowing the next lines. So whatever like ends the line.
If you go to the next line, do you delete a couple to make it cleaner?
Usually if I notice.
Doubt it. All right. And hello to May Borello, the Matt Boardman, who made this cool background for us, of course. Walter, hello to you. Dave Gregory, what's up? And hey back. Mark, hello, we see you. Bob D. Lane Page, you were out in Nashville too. That was a good time.
Yeah.
More on that by Melissa. Chuck A, hello to you. Linda Anderegg, Joshua Reeve, what's up? Did we already say hi to Joel? VFX Art DS, Glenn Iverson, and everybody, we see all of you. Let's get into it. First things first, everybody, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. Please feel free to share this video with your pals on social media if you like, right now or after, whatever's best for you. And let's have some fun. So first of all, Melissa, you saw your buddy Lane. What was up with that?
Oh yeah, it was really fun. And her buddy Aaron, and we talked about my buddy Aaron and all of our buddy Aaron. And if a fun topic came up, the middle finger game came up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I had her play a little prank on Sirach. And he thoroughly
So you're back to recruiting people like the good old days when Aaron used to do that. I think Aaron didn't Aaron get like Kenneth to do it before back in the day?
Yes.
Vegas.
Yep, he did.
That's funny.
So they were good sports, and of course Sirach loved it. He had a good chuckle.
Also,
awesome.
fun fact, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel has never flipped anyone off. She says it's not ladylike.
Hmm.
Mm, it doesn't look cool when I do it.
That's why?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
All right, well, let's get into the news, shall we? Where do we start off? I think we got to play the Feud. Do you guys watch the Family
I
Feud,
was
by
just
the way?
wondering, like, what's their theme song?
Da-da-da. No, wait, that's... Wait, no, that was
Where
close.
I was gonna go too.
Da-da-da. I was thinking that's something
Yeah.
else.
But
Oh,
isn't that
That's something else.
That's the
Prince
theme
is
song for the
right.
show.
Yeah, it's close to that. Shoot, now I can't think of it.
no.
It's da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Rocky. That's what I was thinking.
That's
I was playing the Rocky
yeah.
song in my head, but it's close to that.
Close
It's
enough.
very close to Rocky. Everybody in the live chat, let us know how it goes, please.
Oh, shoot, there it goes. I don't want to get. I don't
We
want to get
can't
cheated
hear
out.
it because it's too
It's
too
going.
distorted. Just
Okay,
hum
it's
it
not
for
very-
us.
I
Amory,
can't. It's not
you've
very
got perfect
memorable.
pitch. Let's hear it. Just give us like 3 notes and we'll remember it.
Can't hear it.
We can't hear it. You have to say it.
You can put it next to your microphone up here. This microphone.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
hear this one.
Well, it's
Okay.
Zoom has noise
Noise
canceling.
canceling.
Oh,
No, just hum it.
There's
Give us
no.
3.
There's no. Okay,
Give us
there's no
3
thing.
notes. Give us 3 notes.
You know what? My computer's giving me all these messages saying like, "Are you a professional? You're playing music." I'm busted by YouTube and Zoom.
Hmm.
Gosh,
So
just hum.
I can't even hum it because there's no. It's like they did an amalgamation of every game show theme song and didn't make their own.
Weird.
It's really weird.
Oh, it's all like the horn, like.
Okay, there it is. It's da 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 da.
Yes.
Oh!
So it's close to the
Da-da-da.
Rocky one.
Right. Well, I knew it
Yeah.
was close. That's why I got
Yeah.
them mixed up. Da 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 da.
Ah, good job.
Yeah.
You see, Jenny, Family Feud is an American game show
Yeah, I know.
where Americans play for dollars, and it's a lot of fun.
I know. I
actually-
stayed home from school before. I know.
It's actually a good time. It's actually fun.
It is fun.
Anyway, so Anne-Marie, why are we bringing up Family Feud, please?
Okay, so yesterday on ABC, the Star Trek team went up against what's it called again?
Deadliest Catches.
Yeah, I was gonna say Greatest Catch. Yeah, Deadliest Catch.
Deadliest catch.
And they were in Celebrity Family Feud.
Amazing.
And it went live last night. So everybody was like promoting a lot, including the show and including Paramount. And they watched it live in the Star Trek watch party. And then some really good clips have been shown today. Well, Will Wheaton started like sharing screen grabs, but
Nice.
it's a little bit of a long clip, so I don't know if we can really watch it all. But
So we've got Sonequa, Dawn, Will Wheaton, Wilson, and who is the 4th person? Celia.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this category is 7 things Grandma wants to replace Grandpa with. So Wesley said a blanket, and it was on the board, which was so cute. Later on, he guessed a sweater, which was not on the board. And then
You have to.
It's fun to just watch the.
Celia.
Oh, look at these guys.
It is really
They're like,
fun
we
watching
know
their reaction.
a fish.
Yeah.
It's a fish. Yeah, but what kind of fish? They're all fish, probably. Bass, red mouth, tuna fish.
Don't the Deadliest Catch guys catch those like king crabs? Like those.
I
I don't know, but there are
Alaskan
331 episodes of that show, which
Yeah,
like
exactly.
blows my mind.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, they get those big crabs. They're
That's big time.
Well, and they
crabbers.
get those huge fish from Brazil that have millions of teeth and.
She's saying, "I'm sorry."
Gigando.
Oh no.
Celia's saying, I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry.
This is when she says,
And of course, Steve Harvey is such an instigator. You know, he doesn't go just say, let me see. He goes, why don't you tell me about that a little bit more? Let me,
Yeah.
Oh boy, and
Yeah.
like he hams it up. He has so much fun on this show. It's unbelievable. If anybody's ever watched this show, he has more fun than anybody.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay, so she said like a personal massager, a battery operated personal massager. Then
Oh, that
it
sounds
was
great.
okay, so then it was actually on the board. But the board
Look at
said
Saniqua's face.
Battery operated boo. Come on, guys. What's a battery operated boo?
She
That's
swags
amazing.
her. Swaggers her way up to the mic.
He said only 2 people said. She said, that's okay.
Mhm.
oh my god, this is such great content. I was like, no, narrating.
It is.
Saniqua's
Yeah.
Okay,
reaction
so
was
What's
so
Saniqua's
funny.
guess right now?
it's really good. Another man. And the weirdest part is how
Oh,
they
duh.
label it.
That's good.
Another
Frat
other
boy.
man / frat boy.
Where did that come from?
Frat
I love
boy.
how they embellish. People say
they
like
don't
another man, they're like, do you mean frat boy? And they're
I
like,
know,
no,
like,
no, just another man. We'll
nobody
put
said
frat
that.
boy.
Put frat boy.
Frat
We're
boy.
gonna call it
Flash.
a battery operated boo.
Yeah.
What? Why would you call it that?
Battery
Because it's a
operated
boo.
boo.
We have to
So
fit it
funny.
in the slot and cheapers.
Oh god, it comes down to this, Will.
Well, then he said
Quill.
freaking sweater. Of course, there's no sweater. I feel like he just gave up.
A sweater?
Well, he said quilt before that, right? These guys are getting pumped.
Oh,
Is that
these
Gary
guys-
Busey? Is that Gary Busey? That guy's a
It kinda
wrestler.
looks
That
like
guy
him.
wishes.
Those guys are wrestlers.
That's hilarious.
Oh boy.
Oh
They're
no.
captains.
All right, the deadliest catch can steal, everybody.
Well, that ends.
Boy, oh boy. Captain
my
Schmarm
gosh.
and Captain
This is so
Schmoob.
fun.
Well, they are all captains. Look, they all say captain.
Well,
Captain
because they
Keith.
are
That's
captains.
hilarious because then on the other team they keep
Big.
calling City Quick Captain.
TV. Oh boy, oh boy.
They're like, we know
is
about
crazy.
TV.
Oh, TV.
Oh yeah,
Tablet.
this makes me so mad. They end it before you see the final one.
Oh,
I'm like,
Grandkids.
oh,
No, they
there it
didn't.
was.
what was the last?
Kids.
Oh, it's just
Grandkids.
7. Okay.
That was
So
fun.
good.
I'm glad we watched the
Mhm.
entire clip. That
Me
worked
too.
out really well
Yeah, that
for
was
us.
fun.
So fun.
Okay. So I feel like we learned something there.
I think we did
How many
too.
captains? So there were 5 captains on Deadliest Catch. How many
Apparently.
captains
They're like a
were on
rating.
the Family Feud? I'm seeing
At
1,
least 2.
2. Yeah, 2.
2,
So-
and they kept
Saniqua
calling
and Dawn.
Saniqua Captain. So maybe they just said 1.
Saniqua and Dawn,
Captain?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Hmm.
So good. Church Fellowship was not one of them.
Is that what she said? Church
That's what Don
Fellowship?
Lewis said.
Oh, that's
I
so
know.
innocent.
I know. It was really sweet.
He's like, church fellowship. Maybe they have, church socials after.
Yeah. She's thinking about her grandma.
She's so sweet. Yeah.
Okay, so that was actually a lot of fun because we could tell what was happening, and that was
Yeah.
really cool.
so much fun. The
Joshua Reeves
reactions
says-
were priceless.
Personal massager. Mark says, hopefully Steve Harvey doesn't kiss the panelists like Richard
Oh my
Dawson
god, right?
used to.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
really
you don't need to be
good.
kissing everybody.
No, you
Uh,
really don't.
No.
No.
Oh my gosh,
Walt-
everybody typing out the words to the theme is amazing in the live chat.
That's what I was hoping. Where's the there it is.
Oh my
Da 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 dee dee dee. That's what VFX says.
That's awesome.
VFX also says doot deet doot. Andy says da da da. Oh wait, yeah, da da da.
Wait, should we
da,
change
da.
this to just like game show coverage?
I mean, right?
From now on. This
Okay,
is
well,
so
let's
fun.
ask this question. What would be the next fun game show for Star Trek to
Mm.
invade?
They've recently
Because this
done
is the
video.
most like team-oriented show, isn't it?
Mm,
Yes, right?
What about like Double Dare? Is that still a
They're
thing?
so fun. Yeah, they were having Mark Summers hosted it like at the
Really?
same theater as Anthony Raffle
Still?
last year. It just ended.
wow.
It was like a special.
Put 'em on a
So
round of
that's super
classic
fun.
concentration.
Was that a game show?
Yes, I love concentration. I had a computer game and you could win like a Chrysler LeBaron
Yeah.
or a
Right?
Seville.
Thank
It
you.
was amazing.
Thank you.
So now every time
What?
I see a Chrysler LeBaron, I'm like, ooh, there's somebody.
Name
It's
that
like-
tune. Was that the one where they'd be like, Bob,
I can name
I
that
can
tune.
name
It's
that tune in
Forfest.
Oh,
one
right.
note. Whoa,
good.
this guy
Mhm.
knows it. Or the one I liked was, the password is
Nice.
blue.
That one is good.
Is it ocean? No, I'm sorry. No, it's not ocean. You see, because he said blue. Yeah, I know. But it's not ocean. Physical challenge. Okay.
I'll take the
Anyway,
physical
that's a double
challenge.
dare thing. Yeah, that was fun. All right. Back to it, everybody. So are we allowed to say if Star Trek won, or is that considered a spoiler? Because it aired yesterday?
Yes.
Yesterday. Okay.
Let's spoil it.
Okay, so what's the answer, Anne-Marie? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm like looking all day. I know.
What the heck?
Wait, are you purposely not talking?
Mhm.
Are you on mute?
Nope.
Is this a joke?
He's such a little
No,
scamp.
it's not. His mic just cut out.
Oh, like literally?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait, did
No.
he answer another call again?
No.
Well, that's strange.
There you
That's
are.
funny. It just told
Oh,
me
here I
my
am.
internet connection
There
was
you are.
unstable. That's crazy.
It said that with mine too.
Oh, weird. Oh.
Yeah.
It's because I got a nasty message about playing
'Cause
music and I'm not an audio professional.
Because I could hear you guys just fine. Everything was going great on mine. That'll be
Weird.
fun to watch in the live version. Wait, let's
That
see.
is.
Everybody in the live chat, let us know. Could you hear Ryan? Could you hear Anne-Marie? Could you hear Jenny? And could you hear Melissa? It'll be fun to know who could hear whom.
Yeah. That was cool. And
So,
Man, that was a TNG episode, I think.
yeah, I don't remember what my question was, but it was a very good one.
Oh my god, there's so many articles about this. Just tell me who won.
Yeah, so I was going to
Okay.
say maybe that was part of the contract was they said, okay, you can advertise it, but you can't say who won because we want people to go watch it.
Right.
You know.
Mhm.
Do you have an
Yeah.
answer, Anne-Marie?
There are a million articles about this. Deadliest captain fooled by strip club question. You go, what was happening in the rest of this episode?
They've all been to strip clubs. Come on, those guys.
Yeah.
They're regulars. They're like, will it be
Yeah.
the same, Captain Johnson? You know it, Sally.
Oh my god, what was going on in the rest of this? Yeah, it's because it airs today on Hulu, so nobody's saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Deadliest
gotcha.
cat stars flounder and answer on Celebrity Family Feud. This is so good.
But it doesn't, it's still, we still don't know who.
We don't know.
Nobody, I'm not seeing it come up as
The
like
internet has
the
not spoiled
spoiler.
it yet, unless you like looked on Twitter and looked for see if it's like look for the hashtag or something.
I'm
Maybe.
checking right now.
Me.
Maybe.
Yeah, was this live tweeted?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, it's not even on Hulu. It's on live Hulu. It was just like $150 or something.
Ah!
Ah.
No, oh, sorry. It's only $83 a month.
Ah.
So
Which is
150
like 4,000 Canadian dollars. Yeah.
basically.
So everybody go watch
Just
it. Let
get
us know.
cable.
How do we not know who won this?
Do
It's
they have
nuts.
the best lawyers ever? Taking stuff down. That's amazing. Huh.
Okay. So everybody in the live chat, if you watched it, let us know who won
Yeah.
the feud between
Yeah.
Star Trek and Deadliest Catch. So we're all dying to know.
I know, right?
All right. What's up, Brett Homer? How you doing? Lucia Raz, who
Yeah.
says, what is Deadliest Catch?
It's apparently a reality show about fishing boats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like
There's 331 episodes.
Is that like Duck Dynasty, right?
I think so.
Well, it's
I-
not about a family in the same way. It's different.
Yeah, no, I think they catch some of the deadliest fish on the
Yeah.
planet and go
Ooh.
to some of the
Like
the
Barracuda?
harshest seas. Yeah,
Exactly.
harshest seas to catch fish too.
Exactly.
Oh, and if there's several captains, does that mean that they're like on competing ships? That sounds exciting.
Oh.
Maybe. Actually,
You know,
that
it's
would
like
make
now we're on
sense.
Captain Smith's ship and they're trying to catch the Barracuda shark. And then Captain Smee's ship
Like
is
it's not
also
a
trying to
competition,
catch.
but it's just
Oh.
they're checking in. They're
Captain
checking in with these guys,
Smee.
and they're checking in with these guys. That sort of makes sense. I feel like yes.
Yeah, I
So-
can't remember.
I know. I definitely
'Cause
have
I've
watched
not-
it before, but it's been years.
I've seen
Lucia-
commercials.
Mhm.
Lucia Raz out in the live chat says, "Who won?" Good question. Anybody know?
This is a good question.
So somebody let us know in the live chat. Find out. You got to be our eyes and ears while we move
Well,
on.
Or write
The
in
next
when you
item.
find out, write it in the comments below.
Yeah.
Is it Joshua Reeve who said deadliest catch?
Is that who won?
That I think that's who won. Oh, and then on B95 said deadliest catch won the $25,000.
Oof.
Deadliest catch won again by Joshua Reeve.
Hmm.
Wow, exciting. How did they do in the 25,000? That means they must have done like the final Jeopardy question well, right? Or whatever the final, what's it called? Final Jeopardy.
Somebody was talking about like
Feud.
advancing too.
Final
I don't know
Feud
if that's
Jeopardy. I think.
Right.
Oh,
Whatever
yeah.
that thing is at the end, the like
Uh,
extra bonus thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get the
For
RST,
someone who has
LN,
watched
and
that-
E, right?
Like I've watched the show quite a bit, and I still am like,
I still
oh,
don't-
it's a
Fast
little bit
Money?
unclear
Maybe
it's called
about like
Fast
exactly how
Money?
it works.
Is it fast money for that
Fast
one?
money.
No.
Let's make a deal.
For-
They go, oh, they
for
go, let's
Jeopardy.
make a deal.
Let's
In
that's for
Jeopardy?
let's make a deal.
No,
right?
Jeopardy's Jeopardy.
Oh right, Jeopardy. But what about Wheel of Fortune? Is that fast money?
RST, LNs, and E's.
Yeah, that's how I do my Wordles.
Wheel of Fortune is called like yeah, I don't know that either. All right, we got to move on. This is right now.
Okay.
People are like, I don't know what I'm watching anymore, but I think it's not Star Trek.
Sure,
All right.
it is.
Round.
So it was Deadliest Catch. Apparently, that's
He says-
interesting to know.
Joel says the real win was the deadly fish we befriended along the way. Okay.
So here's something cute for everybody that's on Instagram. Is Instagram still big?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. This
Yes.
is cute.
What is it?
So this is on Instagram.com. Let's pull this up for those of you
So
that are on
excited.
Instagram.com. Gates McFadden at
Oh, yeah.
Gates
No, wait, you
underscore
didn't do the
McFadden.
story of it. There were two, and this is the second part of the story arc. For her
Tell
post.
us the story.
I put it in order. If you just go to her thing, her account, there are two different.
This-
There are two
This
consecutive
better be
posts.
worth it.
It is worth it. It's so cute.
Okay. So
Sorry.
also on Instagram.com. Well, no, I skipped ahead because I just like that other one. It says, try to snag a seat at a table like this.
Yeah.
Is that a fat joke? What is she saying?
She's not sitting
You
there.
can't find a seat there?
Yeah, table's full of people
Yeah.
Okay.
and cool people.
Right.
Starok looks unsure. He's like, is she taking a picture?
I don't know about Gates. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoa,
right?
this is like that
Look.
1969 that 1969, you know what I'm talking
Is that
Bigfoot
Future
footage.
Man?
No, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bigfoot footage.
Look,
Right, the way the arms are
Daniel?
swinging.
Yeah.
he kind of has the same exact posture.
Mhm.
Except
Yeah, he
for
does.
he's not
He does.
hairy.
That's hilarious.
All right, so Sirach
not
had a
hairy.
pasta that he didn't like.
Uh-huh.
You can tell because there's a lot left.
There is a
Whoa,
lot
is that
left.
cornbread?
Oh,
That looks
Whoa.
amazing.
They seem to have
Yum.
liked that.
Looks like
The
mussels.
background.
Tawny had a bunch of
Ooh,
mussels.
And potatoes. There's potato
That looks like
wedges.
okra.
Ooh.
Jess liked hers, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sally, is that
This
fried
is
calamari maybe
such
over there?
good
Or a quiche?
analysis.
That looks like a seafood pasta. It looks like there's shrimps in
Yeah.
it. Little
And
shrimp.
that
Yum.
looks like
Oh my God.
some
If
kind of
Eugene
fish
Cordero
maybe?
only knew how what a fanboy Ciroc is of him.
Oh,
He's like
that's
constantly
Yeah.
talking about Eugene
Yeah, it's true.
Cordero.
It's true. He thinks he's very funny.
That's
Yeah.
great. Oh, that's cool.
What is that though? That looks like
Looks like dessert.
But it looks
the-
like he placed it from that one plate in the middle
Yes.
to his plate, and it kind of
Agreed.
looks like fish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
hmm
anyway.
Well, now that we've broken down this part of the story,
I know. Let's look at what kind of
Now-
drinks they had. Okay, so this is some kind of like bourbon, maybe
yeah.
red wine,
Yeah.
a tall water.
Water.
Mhm.
Water neat.
Water.
Yeah, water neat.
Wine.
Anyway, so that was you're right, Anne-Marie. Thank goodness we
That's
just
a good
started
thing I
with
didn't
that
know the
one.
story arc. Yeah. Well, now we can see the continuation of the guy.
And now
conclusion.
the conclusion.
My God,
And
it's like time
there's
zero.
Gates, the McFadden, in between
Yay.
Eugene and Ciroc, and she says, I know I'd be jealous too, she says to all of us.
Look at Star Trek on Paramount Plus commenting. So funny.
Oh.
Then Star Trek
Nice.
official shared it to their account.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, this thing was getting shared all over the place.
Yeah, and then I think
Very well
maybe
done.
Dr. Crusher adopted Jake Sisko
Yay!
while his
That's
dad's in
awesome.
the wormhole.
Another Crusher
that.
kid.
Gates is very happy to be sitting at this table, you can
Yeah,
tell.
she is.
Yes,
I
she
love that
is.
picture.
Yeah. That's
I'm like,
great.
ooh, Johnny's phone case. Interesting.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and there's Celia too. She said something to us. She said, we have to go back.
Amazing.
She liked
Oh,
her
that was
food
just
pen.
less than an hour ago.
Mhm.
Let's see who else. Brandon in Kentucky said, glad to have met two of these people this past Sunday. Hopefully the rest someday. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. Good job, Brandon. Jealous joy. How is the food? Fabulous. All right. Anyway, that was a good story, Anne-Marie.
Fantastic.
Thank you for making sure
Yeah.
that we put those in order.
I mean, especially
Because it wouldn't, the second one would not
guy.
have made sense unless we started with the first one. We would have had no idea what's going on
no
unless
context.
we started.
Exactly.
All right. So of course, everybody knows that was at ST Nash, Trek to Nashville. A few of them went out to go party in Nashville on Saturday night. They had a good meal. They shared some laughs, and it was a great time had by all. So that was really cool. And maybe we should learn more about this. What's next? Oh, also this past weekend at Trek to Nashville, something else happened. What? Anne-Marie, you
Also,
picked something
took
out
over
that's
the
kind of
internet.
you picked something out that's kind of close to home too. Here is a picture of our pal Ciroc Lofton having a good giggle
Yes.
at his very first Dungeons and Dragons game
Yeah.
with Anthony Rapp, of course.
That's awesome.
I feel like
It's
these
pretty-
two things, that meal and D&D, really took over the internet for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
fun
think
to
so.
see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at that
cute.
crew. You've got Ciroc, Anthony Rapp, Michelle Hurd, Todd Stashwick, who's leaning over for a drunken kiss. You've got Bonnie Gordon and Elias Tufexis of Discovery. That's a
Yeah.
good group. You got Deep Space Nine, Discovery, Picard, Prodigy, and Discovery.
Yeah.
Nothing cooler than
Oh
seeing
wait,
Legacy.
wasn't Todd Stashwick in Enterprise for a second?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
Romulan.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Jenny answered that very quickly too.
Shut
He has coffee with him on
It's
his
just
stuff.
good that you know these things.
I do know these things
He was a Romulan. Very
about
cool.
many actors.
Let's quiz her.
How did Sirach enjoy the game?
Like this. Yeah.
But then he kept,
That's how he was enjoying it.
but then he kept getting all the low numbers.
His
People were laughing
Well, at first
at
he was
him.
rolling 20s and rolling
Mhm.
Yeah,
kill
some
shots.
people were like
Yeah.
actually tweeting like he just rolled a nat 20. I'm like, oh wow. I don't know what that
Amazing.
Nat,
What is
what's
a
a
natural
nat 20?
It
I assume a
means
natural.
it means that like you're rolling a
It just
20-sided
landed straight up
die,
on a
it
20,
lands
not
on the
just that
20.
you
Like you don't have to use any of your like any of your bonuses to get a higher
spells
number.
or
It's just you
bonus,
just
yeah.
get a 20, and that means you get double damage usually. So that's like a big deal. Yeah,
But then
That was
he
amazing.
lost his streak, and we were
that
all like,
happens.
"Oh!"
But that's fun.
Oh!
I love it when I start rolling bad. It's hilarious.
And Bonnie
You know?
picked it up.
Yeah,
She
right?
started, yeah.
Ah, that's
That's
so
what I was telling
great.
Sirach, because Sirach said
Yeah.
he'd never played before. He didn't know how to play.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't worry about it. It's like bowling. It's more fun if you don't know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
It's when you're good at it, then you kind of just get frustrated when you don't do what you want to do. But if you're
Yeah.
not good at it, you're like, hey, I did something right, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
good time.
Ah,
So
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. What a
Dungeons
time
and
to
Dragons,
be
guys.
alive.
It's happening. It's
I wonder
happening.
if they're going to do Dungeons and Dragons again in Chicago.
What is the answer to that question?
It's yes.
I think the answer is yes. Do you know who's going to play yet?
Well, most of those people,
Mm-hmm. Is Sirach
I
going to
mean-
play again?
well, I don't know. I don't know how much fun he had this first time.
So
I
curious.
can tell you that Elias Tufexis will not be in Chicago.
Mm.
But I think he'll be in New Jersey and Dallas after that, so he
Nice.
won't be there. But it depends on how much fun they had. If they want to do it again, Sirach sure looks like he's having fun.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I know.
And Michelle, I think that may have been her first time playing it on
She
stage.
played-
Correct me if I'm wrong.
she was-
No,
wasn't
she played in one of the live streams
Sorry.
that they did.
Okay.
Oh,
but she-
on stage. I think she played on the cruise, didn't she?
Okay. See, I don't know that.
I
I know
think she
she
played on
didn't
the
in
cruise.
Vegas.
No.
Okay.
But her reactions were priceless.
She's
it was
awesome.
so fun to watch her because she was like,
Yeah. Did she play a fighter?
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
I couldn't help but laugh because it didn't matter who was going. She was totally into it. It was so much fun to watch her.
So great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This makes me
Oh,
so
wow.
happy.
Anne-Marie, good choice. So Anne-Marie cuts to the chase right here. She says, you can get tickets right here at creationent.com and just click on ST
Ooh.
Chi.
Shy. I told you that. We call it
Chi.
shy town.
No, you will
Chi.
harness your chi.
You're
Oh, okay.
and shy.
Okay. Those
And we can
things
have
you
some
got one-
delicious chi burgers.
Oh, guess
Mm.
what? They have breakfast buffet. I'm like so ready to hit that up. That
Oh,
looks amazing.
nice. That's awesome.
You're ready to hit that.
Yes. Every day.
Okay.
Opens at 5 a.m.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, well, I won't be there when it opens. I'll eat cold eggs. That's fine.
I mean, nothing will ever be STSF's breakfast buffet, but I can't wait. And there's some like very amazing TNG main cast people going,
Yes.
Ooh,
which I
Like
can't even get over.
Gates McFadden again.
Gunther
uh,
Schneider?
Marina Sirtis. Michael Dorn.
Amazing.
Like me and my dad are like so excited and freaking out. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god, Troy
And of
Worf.
course, John Delancey, of course.
Yeah.
Also, hey, I'm gonna throw in my own story.
Hmm.
The next day after Sirach had his dinner, Sirach, myself, and Bonnie went and had a burger. And it was
You still thinking about it?
It was so good.
Yeah.
Like after 3 days of eating hotel food
Mhm.
and Cliff Bars and stuff, because sometimes you run around, you don't have time to get a good meal. We went and found this burger joint that we walked to like over a mile. Sirach kept saying, "Oh, it's just right over here. It's just right." He's like, "I walked to it when I was walking to Marshall's yesterday." So that was really fun. And I'm like, as long as he got Impossible Burger. And I posted this in the Seventh Rule group just because I had to document it. I was just glowing. And so we had this burger, and they also had something called like the Elvis something or other shake. Bonnie and Sirach split
Oh,
that.
nice.
It was like peanut butter and banana with
Mhm.
chocolate chips,
Oh, I forgot you love peanut butter banana.
and it comes with its own toilet to sit on. That's a double joke right there.
Oh God, that is a double
little
joke.
morbid. So, and I had a nice local burr. And so it says you could build your own burger, and it had all these weird things. And I was like, maybe I'll just try all the weird things. So of course it started off fine. I got the Impossible Burger because I'm a vegetarian hippie. And I got some sharp cheddar on there, some smoked Gouda on there, some tomatoes, some pickles. No big deal. Then it starts getting a little zanier. Avocado, fried egg,
Ooh.
grilled apples.
Oh my gosh,
this is really riveting. Make sure we clip
barbecue sauce, and a whole lot of love. And let me tell you, it was so fucking good, man. I didn't even come up for air. It was gone. I don't even know what they were talking about for 3.5 minutes. I was just eating. It wasn't until I was done with that and I moved on to my tater tots that I rejoined, the living world.
That's amazing.
Anyway, a lot of good laughs there. So shout out to Sirach and Bonnie for some major laughs and some good talks and a fun walk because it was beautiful weather over there in Nashville, or Murfreesboro, I should say. And then we brought back some banana pudding and brought one for Melissa, who coincidentally said, "I love banana pudding." And we're like, thank goodness. Otherwise we would have felt dumb.
It was quite delicious.
Oh.
Was it?
Yeah, I had it for breakfast the next morning.
That's awesome.
I know.
Is it a breakfast item?
No, it's not. But it had bananas in it, so I was like,
yeah,
this counts.
Exactly.
And pudding is kind of like yogurt, so I was like, this counts.
And I have bananas for breakfast too. Okay, everybody in the live chat, this is a good question Melissa brings up. What would you say is the best dessert for breakfast? Like, what dessert would be the best breakfast? Like, I can think of one right now.
Bread pudding and pumpkin pie.
I can think of a good one right now. A peach cobbler.
Ooh.
Because that's kind of like grainy, like a cereal or like an oatmeal. I could straight up eat that for breakfast once a week, I bet. I've never done it, but that sounds like something. Jenny just wants chocolate cake.
No. Not chocolate cake.
Maybe that's me.
I don't even want chocolate cake like for not breakfast. I like chocolate cake. Don't freak out. I just don't. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I'm sorry. Dessert for breakfast, an apple crisp or a coffee cake.
Isn't apple crisp kind of like an apple? Is like a cobbler? Isn't
Yeah,
that what that
only it's got apples.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, you're right. Allison Leach Hyde says fruit crisps would be good. Isn't that the same? Isn't a fruit crisp the same as a cobbler? I don't know. It sounds the same. Maybe I'm wrong.
It could be a fruit cobbler of any kind.
Okay, so Josh was like, I'm gonna break this game right now. He says coffee cake. Okay, touche.
Yeah.
Isn't that a breakfast though? Isn't that already a breakfast?
Cobblers are denser than crisps because cobblers have biscuit dough in it and crisps are like oats and streusel like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Streusel. So horses like them. Okay. Puka says banana pudding anytime.
Yum.
Lane says if you ate too many bananas, it can block you up.
Have
Lane
that
says
problem.
Italian rainbow cookies. That sounds pretty good.
Nice.
Brett says
Mm.
tiramisu. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Mm.
It's got a
I
little
guess it
coffee
does.
in
Oh, I
there.
have that
Coffee in
for
it?
breakfast sometimes. It's so good.
Walter says tiramisu also. Bob says bacon ice cream.
Hmm.
Mayborello says cheesecake. Joshua says coffee cake. Yeah, right. Fancy says any pie. Yeah, pie's pretty good. Chris Gavin says apple crumble. Yeah.
Mhm.
Linda
Hmm.
says strawberry rhubarb tart.
Yum.
John Davis says
Nice.
cheesecake. Chuck A says cake.
Okay, let's move on because I'm getting so hungry.
I know, I like this very much.
I'm thinking of a
Apple
dessert now.
pie, sweet potato pie, ice cream.
I'm gonna throw out a zany one because I would eat it for breakfast. Mincemeat pie with no meat. But
Ooh.
mincemeat pie is so delicious.
What's in it? Like
Yeah,
carrots
what
or
is
something?
in it?
No, like raisins and apples
Oh.
and other kind of
Oh,
zesty seasoning.
what? People eat meat with
Oh.
raisins and apples?
No, there's no meat in it.
No,
It's
but
just-
a
It's
mincemeat
called
pie.
mincemeat.
It's
Oh, so
just
you're
called
saying-
mincemeat pie.
So what's in a mincemeat pie normally?
Yeah, it doesn't usually have meat anymore.
Mhm.
So I guess they call them minced pies now.
But what was a mincemeat pie originally?
I have no idea. I haven't.
Okay,
I didn't
all right, I'm
eat
so
that
lost.
one originally. An original one.
Mhm.
I gotta find out while we move on.
Thought of butter tarts. Butter tarts I would do for breakfast.
Butter tarts are good too.
Mm.
A mince pie is a sweet pie of English origin filled with mincemeat. Oh, you're right. Being a mixture of fruit, spices, and suet.
Ooh.
Man, now I gotta look up another thing.
No, that's you're not going to be happy when you read
You
that.
don't have to, but they have vegetarian
Yes.
ones now.
What's
They don't
suet?
have that in there.
What is suet? It is meaty.
I know.
Ew, it's the hard fat around the kidneys and
Yeah.
loins in
That's it.
beef and mutton.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yet they don't do that stuff
So
anymore.
it was lardy fat around the loins plus fruit and spices.
Yeah. It sounds disgusting, but it's
The
delicious.
English know how to eat, folks.
They know how to eat folks, it sounds like. Okay. All right, we gotta move on, but keep those dessert ideas coming. Dessert for breakfast, that sounds great. Like a chocolate shake. I could eat a chocolate shake for breakfast.
Oh, definitely.
I've eaten cookies before.
Ooh, pineapple upside down cake I could definitely have for breakfast.
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay.
We're never moving on.
But chocolate chip pancakes also is kind of a dessert.
Mhm. Yeah, it's pushing it for an actual breakfast food.
S'mores for breakfast. Some s'mores, some milk. I would eat
I mean,
it.
let's just go creme brulee then. I mean, let's just.
I'm like, this isn't Star Trek and show.
Let's dub this over. Let's dub right now. Amory, pretend like you're talking. Can we please move on, you guys?
Yeah.
Can we please move on to talk more about Star Trek?
I just seen if one Trek fan's in the live chat. PG one
Okay.
Trek fan.
So back to work here, everybody. There's more Deadliest Catch stuff. Will
So
Wheaton
it was
talks
just like
about it.
stills that we already covered.
Yeah. A blanket is a terrible answer, he says, but it's what came into my head, so I'll take another X.
But also it was on the board. So like
right, the cozy quilt pillow,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah.
had a blanket. And it was his own answer too, by the way.
yeah.
Interesting. Boy, that is
Melissa,
interesting.
I was looking at your pictures and I noticed what was it Ethan Hawke? Ethan Hawke.
Stephen Hawking?
Who is across from you?
Well,
Hawkman?
I'm happy you asked that because I did
Not
have
even
a weekend of eye candy.
right.
Tony Hawk?
Because it was Ethan Peck and
Yeah.
Christina Chung, and then Eugene Cordero and Tawny Newsome
Oh my
and and Don Lewis and Anthony Rapp and Michelle Hurd. And they would,
Amazing.
there was times when they'd all go in and out for a panel or photo ops
Mhm.
or all that kind of stuff, VIP stuff, but it was fun while they were there.
And
Yeah.
Sonequa was there
awesome.
too, yeah.
Oh yeah, Sneakwa
Yeah.
was there too.
Yeah, because
She
I
was there on
saw
Sunday.
I
Yeah.
saw Ethan Peck over there, and I was like, wait a
Yes.
minute.
Yes. And then on
Nice.
the other side was Celia Rose Gooding and Jess
Yeah.
Bush and I have to say one very exciting thing is that Celia Rose Gooding actually purchased a Trailbit Laser tote bag from me.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. So yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
She's actually doing her live show right now too, bragging about it, saying how exciting it was for her as well.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know. I just love her. I think she's wonderful. I
Yeah.
think she does wonderful work on the show, and in person, she's just such a lovely, lovely person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Agreed.
That
Nothing
makes
but
me
great
so
things to
happy.
say about
Oh my
her.
gosh, and her mom, LaShawne's, is so incredible. And she wrote like the most beautiful posts ever for 9/11 because Celia's
Mhm.
dad died in the towers.
Oh, wow.
It was such a beautiful post of like Celia and her mom, and she was like, "The Gooding women remember." It was really sweet.
Aw.
Wow.
So moving.
Wasn't she just a baby when that
She
happened?
was one.
So sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Mm.
But
All
she's
right.
such a ray of light. I love her.
She really is, though.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So
just
positive.
oozes warmth. She
Yeah.
oozes warmth.
Yeah.
And there's an effervescence about her that's just so lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed all around.
Okay.
So
So
Star Trek, yes.
we can't really play the whole thing, but of note, two people from the chat pack.
Oh,
Linda and
Linda.
Eric.
We just saw Linda Anderegg there.
Yes.
Yay!
And
And I
then
think I just saw one
also-
Trek.
Yeah, so one Trek fan gets interviewed
Amazing.
in a little
So cool.
segment in Vancouver. So I just had to show like two chat pack people.
Love
So
that.
exciting.
Ah,
And
Tawny.
Tawny's there. Cool. Star
great.
Trek Day. Visit
Very
StarTrek.com for your personalized
So fun. I
mission.
love when people we know are in these.
Mm-hmm. That's fun. Good old Star
Yeah.
Trek Day.
Mm.
That was, boy, Star Trek Day took the world by storm, I think.
Sure did. It sure
So-
did.
Up next, there's even more news for Star Trek conventions. TrekMovie.com here is covering some of it. Hey, did TrekMovie.com cover ST Nash? We should check that out.
Nobody was there.
Mm.
Oh, well, nobody was at New York Comic Con either.
That hasn't happened yet.
Send them.
Well, it hasn't even
info.
happened yet, so it doesn't mean that they don't just
Okay.
cover things they've been to. They also cover things that they haven't been
Well,
to yet.
They got a press release about it and tickets.
That's a good point.
Hmm.
So here we go. TrekMovie.com says Section 31 and Lower Decks heading up New York Comic Con Star Trek Universe panel.
Yeah, look at all that
Boing.
bedazzled bling on
I
Michelle.
know.
Wow.
Her
Are you shipping
earrings
these
are
two?
so pretty.
Oh yeah, I'm shipping these
Definitely.
two now.
Yes.
Look how
Mike's
excited
on
he
board.
is.
Says
Yep.
the annual New York Comic Con opens its doors in a month, and Paramount Plus will be holding a double bill Star Trek Universe panel to highlight the next two Star Trek projects coming to the streaming service. So obviously that's Section 31 and Starfleet Academy.
No,
I mean, it says the next
Yeah.
2 projects. I guess maybe it means like the next 2
Lower Decks and
shows
Academy.
or next 2 things that are being released or something, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got excited when I saw that. I was like, oh, wait a second. There's some
Well,
Academy
maybe that's
stuff.
one of the surprises.
It's got to be. Oh, you think Mary Wiseman will be there since she like lives in New York or something?
Mm.
Isn't she always in New York?
Yeah, but I don't know if she lives here or not.
I
But
have no
they
idea.
announced like who's gonna be there from Lower Decks, and then there are people there from Section 31. They just haven't said yet.
Mhm.
So from
Hmm.
Lower
I
Decks,
kind of doubt Mary wasn't be there.
but this doesn't say who from Lower Decks will be there. Do you know?
The 4 Lower Deck main cast
Okay,
people,
cool.
and Mike McMahon, obviously.
Right.
So is Gabrielle Ruiz not considered one of the main Lower Decks people? I feel like last year or something, last season, she was in basically every episode. So I thought she was officially like the 5th Lower Decker.
Mm.
Not.
I don't know how those things work.
I don't know.
All right, live chat. We need you for this one. We're gonna do a poll. What do you think, Melissa? How many Lower Deckers are there?
I think it's Mariner, Boimler, and Rutherford and Tendy are the 4 main
Mhm.
people, and then everyone else is reoccurring.
Yeah.
Because
I think that makes sense.
Or I mean, they might be main cast also. It's just that like those are the core 4 that the show is based around. So that's why
Right.
Variety said they're there.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got a poll going on.
Ooh.
The question is, what's up with Lower Decks? There are 5 of them, including Tallinn, or there are 4 main
Lower
ones.
Decks, therefore.
Well, because Tallinn is a Lower Decker,
True.
This
but
is true.
it's all kind of how you look at it. It seems
Mhm.
like, because it seems like the show was trying to introduce her as the 5th Lower Decker.
That's what
But
it felt like.
But in promotional things, it seems like they're saying, no, it's just those 4.
She's on the new poster
Yeah.
though, isn't she?
She should be. It's confusing.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Well, then-
Trek fan, we were just talking about you in the Star Trek Day video.
Yep. All right. So while they're figuring that out for us, so was there anything else? I guess that's it. We'll probably find out more about New York
Well,
Comic Con in the coming weeks, right? This is a month away.
Mhm.
So
So it's an hour-and-a-half panel. So there are all these like theories, like, first of all, how are they going to fill up an hour and a half? So some people are like, ooh, maybe they're going to show the
We
first
do it every
episode
week.
of season 5. Ooh, maybe they're going to talk about breakfast foods. No, but like probably, I mean, what they have been doing quite often is show like the first episode of something during these.
Yeah.
So that could only take like half hour or whatever.
Right.
And then probably people are hoping we get a release date or at least like even more of a trailer for Section 31. And then maybe some like new details about some of the other things. Which is also the theory of why we didn't get much news on Star Trek Day.
Because they're saving it for New York City Comic Con. Is New York City Comic Con a big deal?
I mean, it's not San Diego Comic Con like in terms of like people and numbers, but
Mhm.
they treat it like that. It's very
Yeah.
it's all big businesses.
It's like
Is it because
another
it's New
place where
York?
those big announcements get made. And
I think it's just because it's a second place where they can do big announcements.
yeah.
By the way, everybody, look at the cool shirt that Jenny R. Johnson is wearing. It's a
That's
Decor
cool.
Province Majors baseball tee. And Melissa Longo is, whoa, look at that back.
I love that.
Yeah.
She's
back.
bringing Decor Province back.
That's right. I
And
did my
Melissa is
laundry.
wearing a Stembolt and Chill awesome shirt with Sirach and Nog sitting there being happy and joyful. So everybody, you can get your very own Stembolt and Chill shirt or Decor Province Major shirt in your favorite size, style, and color on the Star Trek and Chill online store. Click the link below. It's the description box below. You got a link that says Shopify. and Star Trek and Chill. Click that thing and get some goodies for yourself and for your friends. All right.
I did first before my friend.
So also, there's a new show on TV, everybody, and it is taking the world by storm. Uh-oh. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, I think you must have sent this one in.
It last night. And it's
I think you must have sent this one in air because it's called The Lovers. It's a Sky original. What the heck could this possibly have to do with Star Trek?
Oh my God. So I didn't even I watch everything British, and it just dropped yesterday on Amazon. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch this. So I turn it on, and Alice Eve is one of the stars, and she's amazing in it. But oh my God, I did not realize the comedic genius that is Martin Quinn. He's like a recurring minor character, but the second he's on the screen, it's hilarious.
His main picture is him as Scotty already. That's so cool.
That's so cool.
He gets it. He knows Star Trek's going to be the big ticket. He's like, let's not pretend. Let's just put my Star Trek picture right now.
Yeah. This guy is brilliant. Like, he just does, like, the camera will just show him looking. And, like, something about the way he looks is so funny. And, like, the way he delivers a line with his dry sense of humor. Like, I need so much Scotty in this season now after seeing the show. Plus, it's a brilliant watch. It won some BAFTA awards, I think. And it has, like, some secret, you think it's a rom-com, but then there's some deeper, like, plots with, like, the troubles in Northern Ireland. So it's amazing, and kind of like looks at how both sides of a really bad conflict can like move on and live peacefully. So I love it, and I love the messages, and it was a beautiful rom-com kind of thing. But oh my God, Alice Eve was so great, and Martin Quinn just is my new favorite actor. He's hilarious.
Was that Johnny Flynn was drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2009 basketball.
Nice.
It's all true. It was either 5th or 6th. I think he was picked. It was 5th or 6th in 2009, picked by the Minnesota Timberwolves. But yeah, Martin Quinn is a freaking genius so far. He looks like he's going to be an amazing Scotty. Really looking forward to that.
I already can tell you, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope he's at STLV next year. Like, he's brilliant. Amazing. He has like really funny skits up on his Twitter that he's done with his friends, but this is like that on steroids.
That's cool.
It's almost like a great like secondary character from Office, and how they can just like convey with the way they look. So it's so
and those of you that question my knowledge, check this out. NBA 2009 draft. Look at this. Scroll down. Boom. Johnny Flynn, number 6, Minnesota Timberwolves.
That's actually insane that you had that in your brain.
Well, the reason I know that is because look who is number 7. That's how I know this.
Gotcha.
Yes.
The Warriors famously lucked out because Minnesota had 2 picks. They picked 2 point guards before Stephen Curry.
Amazing.
And Ricky Rubio ended up being pretty good from Spain, though. But anyway, that's just a.
And you've been watching his career with interest.
I've been hanging on to that for a while. I've been like, one of these days, I'm going to drop a Johnny Flynn bomb on people.
Well,
and they are not going to care.
It paid off.
It did pay off.
Hashim Thabit was a bust. He was number 2.
Oof.
Anyway.
It's rough.
Up next. That's really interesting, though.
In the live chat.
Good show.
Birthday.
Lancaster. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Don't watch with your parents. It's like definitely rated R or M or whatever. But
M.
Oh my God, it was
that's like habitable, right? Habitable.
Yeah, yeah. It's a habitable planet.
Yeah, it's a rated M planet.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
All right. So, and yes, I know that they're 2 different Johnny Flynns. That was the joke. Like, that kid looked like he was like 20 years old. There's no way he was drafted. And they look very different.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
Probably, yeah.
All right. So we're closing out this poll before we move on. It's going to be a toughie. It was a tight race, but 55% of you are mean. You are tough. You're the kind of person that looks twice at an ID before you
Wait,
let
hold
somebody
on,
in.
Ryan. There's somebody here called Not a Doctor. They're new here. Is any of this Trek related, or did I fall for clickbait?
No, but you should watch our Friday show, Star Trek and
Mm.
Chill. That's very Star Trek related. But no, this is Star Trek related. The show we just were talking about had 2 Star Trek actors in it. That's what's so interesting about it. It's a new series with Star Trek actors in it. So the answer to the poll is Not a Doctor. The question was, what's up with Lower Decks? And 55% of you said there are 4 main Lower Deckers. Not Talyn. She is not in the club. She's an also-ran. She's a secondary. You guys are harsh.
A fifth wheel, so to speak.
Yeah.
But an awesome fifth wheels. Fifth
Oh,
wheels are
absolutely.
awesome.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Right, Kenzo. I didn't know Johnny Flynn scored The Detectorist, which is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Wow. See, one day you're a point guard for the Timberwolves. The next day, you're doing whatever that was. Okay. So up next, this is from a website called Facebook.com.
Oh, wait. Sorry. It's also Chuck A's birthday. Happy birthday, Chuck A.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Chuck A.
A.
Wow. A lot of birthdays on September 17th.
Yay.
Okay, so
And
what's this
Bewitched
about?
birthday. Bewitched turned 60 today.
Nice.
Okay,
Birthday.
so it's just so much fun seeing Kate Mulgrew like making the rounds on morning talk shows because she's starring in a new play on off Broadway, which Marina Krupchuk went to. I need to get tickets. She said it's wonderful. Marina already has like 2 more tickets at least. But she's starring in like an Irish repertory theater play called The Beacon.
Oh.
And it's fun seeing like all of her outfits for her interviews. I love her. The play like is getting rave reviews. She's wonderful to see on stage if you ever get the chance.
She is.
So that's in Chelsea, and it's like $58 per ticket, which I think is a huge deal. It's not all-star cast, but obviously we're here to talk about Kate Mulgrew.
So is this the
Chelsea...
Irish play that she's?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Gotcha.
She plays like an Irish widow, and I think like secrets come up from the past over maybe like how her partner died. She's just, look how great she is. Ah, love it.
I like those overalls.
Plus, to do this every day, it just blows my mind when people do theater. That's my guy, Sean Bell. He was the star of my favorite musical this year. Love him.
Well, that's awesome.
All right. Kate Mulgrew and theater. If you get the chance, go see her in Chelsea.
Yeah, it's in Chelsea, and it's called, wait, is it Beacon or The Beacon?
Beacon.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Beacon.
But if you just look at her
Beacon.
social media, she has the link to the tickets.
Okay, next news item, not a doctor.
Oh, this is very exciting.
Next Star Trek news item.
Yes.
Is from a website called Facebook.com.
Ooh.
And it's from a page called Broadway Cares. Equity Fights AIDS.
So they are the organization that has raised like millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars since I believe the 80s to fight AIDS. Starting with like Hajra Falls cast. But every year they do this huge day in Times Square where they sell like all of the theaters like empty out their closets and just sell everything on the sidewalk. It's incredible. But it's becoming more and more like a convention. So there's this alley that connects 2 blocks and they set it up for autographs and photo ops. And they're more people to be announced. But
and Rebecca Romaine. Look at these 2.
No, that's
Alyssa Milano.
Oh, I thought that was Rebecca Romaine. I was like, oh, she's doing great. Good.
No, but Andrea Martin's right up.
Yes,
right up top.
Movie number 1 is there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I just saw
movie.
BB Newirth. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love her.
So I'm like super pumped to see that my friends coming into
really
town.
cool.
I was like, hold the phone, movie number 1, and BB Newirth are there.
And Rebecca Romaine, maybe. You never know.
No, Alyssa Milano was at my
They might see this and be like, that's a good, we should get Rebecca Romaine. She would do this. She's like a foot taller than Alyssa Milano, though, I will say.
Absolutely. Or
they
more.
should get Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah.
Or Donna Murphy.
Oh
Mhm.
my gosh.
Super combo.
Ah,
Love Donna Murphy.
And
me
apparently,
too.
Carol Kane lives
I
in my
love
brother's friend's building nearby, which I'm
Nice.
like, what? And then I was like, don't tell me which building, then it's creepy.
All right, let's check in on the live chat here.
Okay.
So our friend Back of the Head, who is Screen Rant's John Orchiola, is here. He writes for ScreenRant.com. He writes all the Star Trek articles there. And by all, I mean several of them. He says, I'm here. What did I miss? Well, 3 birthdays,
Mhm.
Family Feud, a personal massage boo or something like that. What was it called? Personal battery operated boo.
Braided boo.
Mhm.
That's what we're calling that from now on.
Do with that
So-
what you will.
Restaurant table analysis.
Right?
This is what we should do. About 60 minutes into every episode, we should
Do a
have
little
somebody
recap.
show up late and say, hey, I'm here. What did I miss? And we have to like remember what we talked about. We also, John Orchiola
Other
of
men
Screen
slash
Rant,
frat boys.
we talked about which dessert, John Orchiola, you think would make the best breakfast.
Mhm.
I could hear him right now going, ooh, that's a good question.
He likes a good
I
breakfast.
bet you he said that.
He does
Yeah.
like a good breakfast.
Mm-hmm. He seems like the kind of guy that wouldn't say no to any kind of dessert for breakfast. He'd be like, I'll try it, see what happens.
Why not?
And hello to Lamaya Lancaster. Oh, yeah. Who
Awesome.
says September birthdays are the best. Great group.
There's so many of them.
Mhm.
Great
Mhm.
group. Honestly, probably like
Tons.
8.5% of the whole
Sisters.
world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, many.
It's crazy.
Hilarious, right?
Probably only like 91.5% of the world was not born in September.
Mhm.
Star Trek is here. What's up, Star Trek? We were just talking about you for the last
Hey!
68 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Back of the Head
Yeah.
says, I like key lime pie for breakfast.
Ooh,
I love key
Amelia
lime pie.
Bedelia.
Same.
I think that could work.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't had.
You know, it'd be good, like some kind of like a
Every
key lime
dessert is good for
pie
breakfast.
with a lot of crust. You know, a lot of
Yes.
crust.
Mm. I like a lemon meringue.
Me and my sister have this
Mhm.
setup where I love crust on things, and she likes the middle, which is probably
Even
because she's the
eyes?
second.
Ugh.
Well, so every time we're eating, we like are swapping, so I get the crust part and she gets the middle part. It works so
Nice.
well. Like everyone should have a sibling. It's the best.
Mhm.
It's a
Oh
great
wait, so
partnership.
you eat the crust and she eats the goo?
Yes, which I kind of wonder if she started liking the goo because I was the older kid, so I'd be like, give me all the crust, and then she was just left with the goo and learned to love it. And she's such
Or
a good
maybe
sister.
Or
Or
maybe she
maybe
trained
we
you to
both
like the
like-
crust.
Yeah. So, but it works out really well. And then it's cute still, like if she bakes when I'm at her house, she'll like sneak in and leave me crusts on a plate. Like so nice. Feel so loved.
It's hilarious.
Actually,
Yeah.
yesterday I had a breakfast for dinner kind of situation.
Ooh, love that.
Nice.
Mhm.
What do you have?
I had for the first time in maybe 20 years a Count of Monte Cristo sandwich
Nice.
for dinner. And it was magical.
What the heck is that?
Oh, you don't know? It
I
is.
don't know.
It is. So picture you get it's like a French toast sandwich.
Mhm.
Okay. So French toast is the bread.
Okay.
And then you have egg
Ooh.
and ham and bacon.
Put a little vegetable in there too.
No, what?
It's basically like you took an IHOP breakfast and put it.
Yeah,
all
you
in
got an
a-
IHOP breakfast and made a
like all in a
sandwich out of
tower.
it.
Yeah.
And then you put butter and syrup on it.
Oh,
Oh my god! And then you made a
Yeah, it's
cardiologist
crazy.
appointment.
Wow,
Oh.
man. I need to eat celery for the next 3 weeks to make up for it, but
Oh, I've been like
I have no
so into
regrets.
Cheerios. I'm eating Cheerios like every meal. They're so good.
Hmm.
So I
Talk
got a
about a
family box.
downgrade.
No, they're so good. I forgot how delicious they are.
That was my favorite when I was like 6.
Mhm.
Anyway, Back of the Head says Monte Cristos are great. Okay, let's move on. Everybody, see, these guys get it. Dave Gregory
Yeah.
says, I love Monte Cristo. I just had one last week. They
Wow.
love
What
it.
are the odds? Crazy.
Mm. But of course, it was like a vegan version. Like there's this restaurant that actually makes it, vegan style. So that was the first time I
That's
had
awesome.
it vegan.
That's
So it was
great.
actually like fake eggs, fake bacon, fake ham. Oh, and cheese also. Cheese on there, like cheddar.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, it's like an egg omelet
Hmm.
on top of French toast
Wow.
with syrup. Anyway, Melissa's thinking I might try this.
Yeah, vegetarian version? Sure. No
I want a
worries.
waffle.
Well, I'm not gonna eat the real version.
No way.
That's way too meaty.
Oh,
All right. So up next. Okay. Whoa, look at
Oh, this
this.
is fun. Today was such a
What?
like fun random news day. I love it.
Yeah. What is this here? Okay. So this is from cute. Anne Marie, what'd you find here? This is from Facebook.com. It's from a
This is
page.
so cute. Our friends over at Mission Lab Prodigy, Charlotte Schmidt and
There
Marina
she
Kochuk,
is. Oh, there they are.
they're having a contest giveaway.
Oh, cool.
aw.
And so the
Here,
instructions
come
on
see
how
the
to
Mission
enter.
Love Prodigy giveaway, where you can
They're
There
so
they are.
cute.
I recognize Marina's background too.
I know, I love it.
Mhm.
They got some cool stuff.
I love their podcast so much, and I love when the little kids call in and talk about the
Mhm.
episode they're reviewing. It's so
Aw.
adorable. But yeah,
That's
check them
cute.
out on social media, Mission Lab Prodigy, to enter their
Nice.
contest.
Very
That's
cool.
cool.
That is cool.
And let's have a Prodigy season 3, by the way.
Right?
Yes,
I
please.
think, no rush.
Yeah.
We get it. Take your time, but let's make it happen.
Like, do it.
And like all their posts, because I feel like for them to get contacted to like give away stuff, Paramount clearly like notices. So
Mhm.
be nice for them to see all the likes. And then
Yeah.
I sent you on Facebook Messenger information from the official Star Trek magazine this year, or this quarter.
Whoa, official Star Trek magazine.
Yes, which, oh my god, I just like love smelling it. I used to go to the mall when I was little. I'd be like, oh, if only I could get this official Star Trek magazine. And then for Christmas last year, I got myself a subscription, and because there was a Black Friday day sale.
Mhm.
And anyway, so I opened it up because Lisa Herrero, One Trek fan, has a like quarterly column that comes out in it, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
And so I sent you a picture of her article, which is so good.
Oh, this is kind of funny. So before I opened yours, somebody sent me this, who shall remain nameless, but it's kind of funny. Since we're coming up on Halloween, somebody posting, wow, super problematic under everybody's Halloween costume, and then responding, I will not do the labor of educating you when they ask for an explanation.
That's so
For those of you that want to start trouble, just stress people out. That's a good idea.
Mhm.
All right. But anyway, back to what Anne-Marie was trying to get us to pull up. Anne-Marie's like, I don't even get that
Yeah.
thing you pulled up. I don't understand it.
Okay.
Funny though.
Well, I understand it. So,
All right, let's see what we got going on here.
or do you want to just flip through the post, or do you want to read a whole thing? Because then it turned out I was in it because I tweeted at Larry Nemechek and he took my tweet and wrote an article about it.
Whoa.
Okay, so you took pictures of your new
Of the
Star Trek
relevant
Explorer
things. Yes. to show you.
magazine. That's really cool. Man,
How pretty it
the
is.
good old days of Star Trek
If only you
magazines.
could
Oh
smell
my
it.
god.
Oh,
That was my
it smells like-
lifeline.
Yes. Remember how incredible we thought it was when we were kids, when we're like, there's an actual Star Trek magazine, and we're
Yeah.
just like, how amazing would it be to get a magazine that's all Star Trek? Like I hardly ever got one, but I remember thinking that would be like, that's like luxury.
It
Incredible.
was so luxury. That was like peak luxury.
That was the height. Cannon fodder. Oh, that's
Okay.
funny.
So this is Larry Nemechek now has two. I didn't realize he had two columns because he has fits full of data, which he does little like explanations for people who write in questions.
Oh,
But
look,
then I
Anne-Marie
wrote in a
Siegel.
question that was based on things that have come up at the main viewer,
Mhm.
like how there are two different lots in Toronto, and then like knowing which one's used for which, and are they still using both? And so my tweet was, or my comment was, I'm still confused which new Star Trek shows film at which studios in Toronto, and are there still two separate studio lots? And then
Larry says,
Larry was
what a
shocked.
nice guy. That's understandable, Anne-Marie. With
I
I
love
feel like
it
he's
so
patting
much.
you on the
I
head
love when
with
he
that
says my
one.
name. Yeah.
With Star Trek Discovery's passing, it feels like an eternity now, but it was only 7 years ago that a new generation of Star Trek hacked out its first homestead in Canada, and not the familiar Paramount Pictures lot in Hollywood. Way back in 2016, it was the Pinewood Toronto Studios, a sister stage to the famed Pinewood lot in England, home to the James Bond. Okay, too much information, Larry. I'm getting
I
lost
love
here.
this.
I
love
know
it.
this is great for reading. Okay.
Okay, but then and funny you should ask this, Anne-Marie. I love when you says my name. It's so fun. Anyway, it's really cool that he chose this. And so I've included how you can get your questions answered by Dr. Trek
Aha.
himself in the magazine. If you pull it up.
Oh, what, on this thing? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like a
pink picture. Yeah, there are more pictures here. You give us a slideshow.
Oh, I just like love seeing my name in Star Trek magazine because I'm like such a nerd for it. I couldn't even believe it.
Is
That
this
was
it?
such a good move.
This is pink.
Sorry, it's a couple down.
Okay.
It's like a white on the side. I magnified it. Yeah, here. So as questions arise, don't forget to send your queries to, and I would do it by like emailing Larry or tweeting at him because he checks those so well and is so organized. So it's Larry at Larry Nemecek, NEMECK.com, or at Larry Nemecek on Twitter. Angela
That's
usually
true
posts.
because I sent him a message yesterday, the day before. I think it might have been last night, just to ask him a quick question, a quick trivia thing so that I wouldn't have to like research it myself. And I'm like, rather than researching, I might be able to message Larry and he could probably answer it off the top of his head. But then he told me that he answered the question, but he still watched the 2 episodes I was talking about. So he wanted to be thorough and tell me the exact number of the thing I was asking
He's just
by actually watching the episodes.
Oh, I love him so much. Anyways, that like made my life. And then I was flipping through, and there's so many things from people we know,
Darlena,
like Fran Taylor and Lawrence Neal. And then
cool.
on this blue page is one Trek fans column, which is a whole page of the official Star Trek magazine. And I'm like, look how cool that lamp is. I'm dying for that lamp.
Made by Aladdin Industries.
So cool. So, I mean, nobody better to do the Collectors Guild page than
Lisa. That's so cool.
It's just amazing. I'm so honored to have my name in it. Again, keeping this for forever.
Now, here's another interesting, since we have a couple minutes left here. Anne-Marie, you sent something. Oh, this is interesting and fun.
What?
32 Star Trek actors who played multiple characters. I don't think, and this is by our good buddy Mick Jost. Awesome. He does great work at cinemablend.com. I don't know if we can go through all these, but everybody knows
like nowhere
the
near,
meme.
Yeah, it's nowhere near comprehensive because they're literally like hundreds, but there's some very fun ones.
That's awesome.
Wait, oh, right. He says Jason Alexander because he played the guy in Voyager and Dr. Noam in Prodigy. That's a good one. Thomas Kopacci, everybody knows.
Who's that?
He held minor roles in the Next Generation, Voyager, Enterprise, and Deep Space Nine, and even the movie Star Trek Generations. It doesn't say what. Some minor roles. Tony Todd, of course, we know Kern and Jake Sisko. Tim Russ, we remember Devore in the episode. Does it say the episode?
Starship Mine.
Yeah, but it doesn't say it in this. But yes.
Yeah.
And also the Klingon in Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Good knowledge. Jenny. Diana Muldaur, yes. Todd Stashwick, as Jenny mentioned earlier. He played the Vulcan Taylock.
Yeah. Was actually
in Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah.
And then he says it's far less notable compared to the anti-hero he played in Picard, but still worth checking out. Kurtwood Smith. Jeffrey Combs, of course. Kenneth Mitchell. I know one that Melissa's thinking about right now. Aaron Eisenberg. Played Nog and Carr. I'm glad he got that one. Everybody's favorite. Oh, here's an interesting one. This is one that we all know is the same character, but that's technically supposed to be two different characters, played by Robert Duncan McNeil.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's it's the same guy. I'm still bummed that they changed that. Like, just let it, just do the thing you planned on doing.
Yeah. I love how they handled him in Lower Decks.
Amazing.
Like
that was so genius.
You know?
Yeah, good knowledge.
Like, they just kept, don't you find he looks like Tom?
Oh my God. And like having the same picture.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh my God. And then how they used Nick Lucarno's framed picture still shot to have on Tom Paris's dad's desk, like in Voyager, is one of the most amazing moments of Voyager. Love that so much.
Susanna Thompson, who played a Borg Queen.
Yeah.
And she played a Vulcan as well in The Next Generation and a Trill Scientist on Deep Space Nine.
She kissed Jadzia.
J.G. Hertzler, we know he played that Romulan in The Next Generation, right?
Yeah.
And he played just like a random Klingon in Lower Decks. He wasn't Martok in Lower Decks.
Yeah. He did that like Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
There's some really good ones. I'm super into the TOS ones since I'm really into my TOS watch right now.
Majel Barrett.
Yeah.
And the best one.
Robin Curtis. Oh, George Murdoch. He played God in Star Trek V.
Right.
And he also played Starfleet Admiral J.P. Hansen in The Next Generation.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
John Fleck.
The ill-fated Hansen.
John Fleck was so good in the center seat. Like Brian Folkweiss's documentary series. So many stories.
Yeah, so he played the Suliban character, Silic, and whatever else. Malachi Throne.
Malachi.
Malachi Throne is what I meant to say. It says Malachi. I don't know.
Chai Rodriguez.
Yeah.
It's a WKRP reference. Les Nessman talking about Chichi Rodriguez. Yeah.
Elias Tufexis, of course.
Yeah. Me too.
Armin Shimmerman. We know. Michael Dorn. Although he played Worf twice.
He played his like grandpa Worf.
Yeah.
But they were both called Worf.
Oh my God, I can't believe I get to see Worf next week.
He was technically in Captain's Holiday, not as Worf, and in some very, very short blue shorts in the background.
Was he?
Oh, right. Good knowledge. We remember
Is
that.
he really? I did not know that.
Yep.
That is a piece of trivia I did not know. That's awesome. I'm so excited to go look for him
some
now.
booty shorts.
Amazing.
He's talking to a Vulcan.
Amazing.
Rene Aubergenois, of course, we know.
I just
Star
watched him in a
Trek VI.
Stargate episode.
He's so good in Enterprise too. Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
Barbara Babcock.
Oh my gosh, these TOS ones who are in like multiple TOS episodes are just So fantastic.
Fionnuala Flanagan.
Oh, we love
I
her.
might be
Oh,
butchering
Her
that name too.
so
I don't
much.
know.
She's so good.
Clint Howard, of course.
Hey, you know that guy.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He would okay, he was on the same airplane as I was, and I wanted to go talk to him, but I was like, nah. But it was fun to see him.
And then he was
Yeah.
like, whoosh, I'm invisible. Stop talking to me.
Yeah.
Ethan Phillips, of course, Mark Leonard, Robert
Yeah.
Oh my
O'Reilly,
God, he's so good.
James Cromwell, good one. Brian Cousins. He was the Borg known as Croesus. Remember Croesus?
Oh, right.
I
Yep.
am Croesus.
Mm-hmm.
He also played a Romulan named Param
Interesting.
in TNG.
Mhm.
Okay.
He's making me want to watch Star Trek so
Oh.
badly.
Patrick
Was he the
Kilpatrick.
Romulan in? I think he was the Romulan in the next phase. I think he was the same guy.
I don't know,
Go
Jenny.
on. Sorry.
We don't all know everything about everything like you do.
I don't know everything about everything. Just some things.
I don't even know some things about some things.
Well, everybody's got a thing, Ryan. We all have our special interests.
Yeah.
True that.
All right, everybody. So we're almost out of time here. So let's talk about the week ahead. But before we do that, what happened yesterday? Well, on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review. Okay, full disclosure, it got released a little early because apparently YouTube flips your time of where you are without you asking. So when I scheduled it for 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time, I put 6 p.m. and it just automatically was like, he means 6 Central. I'm like, no, I mean the 6 Pacific, like I always put forever and always for years and for 15 years or
5
16
years.
years. No,
That
because I've
feels
been
like
doing
eternity.
YouTube
Oh, for Falling
since
Tower,
like
yeah.
since like
Yeah.
2007 or something or 6.
Crazy.
Anyway,
But like this particular time, we're literally 5 years. I'm like,
Yeah.
YouTube, we didn't one time mean something else.
Yeah, I was very sad. And then I went to fix it and it wouldn't save until like 5 seconds after it premiered. So it was hilarious. Anyway, but we did our full review of Future Imperfect with Christopher Demetrol, special guest who played Riker's son. What was it? John-Luc Riker,
Ethan.
right?
Mhm.
And then Ethan. So
And then
good.
Ethan Hawke, the aforementioned. All right. Now on Friday, this coming Friday, come right back to this channel, the virtual TrekCon channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time for Star Trek and Chill. Anne Marie looks like she's stressing out about something. I don't know what, but Star Trek and Chill, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the virtual TrekCon YouTube channel, where we talk about Star Trek, we chill, we tell jokes. Katie is going to try a new food item. What is she trying? Pickles.
Pickles.
Right.
She's gonna
Yeah.
try-
How did we get off of fruit?
I'm
It's
Pickle
funny.
Rick. Well, it's kind of a fruit.
Because of
It's a
Lolita.
gourd, right?
Right. Yes.
This
Yes.
is because of Lolita.
Mm.
But that's okay.
I'm on board with it.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting.
Pickles are
Yeah.
delicious.
Pickles are
You
delicious.
know what I love best about pickles?
What?
Everything.
The taste.
Mhm. I like the crunch and the taste and the
Juiciness.
yeah.
The
Mm.
flavor.
Yeah.
All right. And then on Sunday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, come right back to the Seventh Rule YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time for our first segment review of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 4 episode. This is right in the middle of Season 4. This is one of those first episodes I saw, one of those that left an impression on me. Where I found out about Feklar
Nice.
and Ardra.
Yeah.
It
Oh
was
my god. When
the
they spend their
devil's
whole budget on just
due.
one Klingon for 2 seconds.
Really? Yeah, I haven't
It's
seen it,
hilarious.
I think, since
Oh,
the
seriously?
90s.
Oh my
But I
gosh. There was
remember
a great
it
set card
very well.
STLV this year. And he had like he really captured like there was like this permanent thing of drool like hanging out of his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
really wanted him at the costume or the cosplay contest, but I didn't see him. He's busy haunting people.
Yeah. But it had a very good moral and an interesting twist. So that was all very cool.
Yeah.
But that's coming up this week. But everybody, you can go watch our full review of Future Imperfect right now on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. So please feel free to do that and go ahead and like those videos and subscribe to that channel. Once again, please make sure you like this channel, hit the bell icon for notifications, subscribe, like the video, and we'll have some fun. Now, remember, when this video ends, hit the refresh button. The comment section will drop down unless you're not watching live. If you're not watching live, it's already there. And leave a comment. Tell us your favorite dessert. Tell us your favorite breakfast. Tell us your favorite actor that has portrayed multiple characters.
Ooh.
Whatever you want. But we know that you've got some thoughts on today's episode, and we want to hear them. We want to keep this thing going. So please be sure to do that. And that's about it. Melissa, can you tell everybody where they can find you and your goodies online?
Yeah, at walkingartmadebymelissa.com. So much is happening there. Business is building. And on social media at Melissa Longo, Malissa. And here on YouTube, 3 Fat Lobsters. Yeah.
What about yourself, Jenny R?
Well, you can find me on social media. Twitter, I am at Jenny R. Johnson. On Facebook and Instagram and Threads and TikTok, I am at Jenny R. Johnson Art. I have prints for sale of my art. Prints, folks, yay, prints. And you can find them at my website, jennyrjohnson.com. And you can see all kinds of other stuff. If you want to see me do like podcast interviews, you can find those there. If you want to see my, read my artist statement, you can find that there. That's a thing. Anyway.
You can sign up for your newsletter.
You can sign up for my
Which is
newsletter.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, all of those things. Yeah, so do it.
Penny R. Johnson. What about yourself, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel? Well, can Penny Johnson Gerald? So if you get her Gerald and you put that in the middle, that's the Penny. Jade, that doesn't work.
Right? It's close.
What about you, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel? Where would you like people to follow you around?
Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1.
Are you going to be at New York Comic Con?
No, I have a funeral that weekend. So, but I'll be in Chicago in Secaucus. I never get into Hall H anyway. Usually I just go to help Chase Masterson sell t-shirts for Pop Culture Hero Coalition and look at some merch and leave because Hall H is like, or whatever our equivalent of Hall H is like impossible to get into.
And everybody, you can find me online at Ryan TG Husk on Twitter. Once again, that's at Ryan TG Husk, or just Falling Tower, the 7th Rule, or Virtual Trek on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube and Snapchat.
Nice.
Sorry, I think they just call it Snap, right? What's your Snap?
I delete it.
What's your Snap?
I don't know.
If anybody ever asks you, oh, what's your WhatsApp? Just move on. Just be like, I don't know. I don't know. And they're like, well, don't you have WhatsApp? Yeah, I do, but come on, man. Don't you just
Some people use it.
It's like an international thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns
Anyway.
out it's very convenient when I am visiting you find folks in the States.
Right.
Yeah.
I can understand that. But what about those of us, what about if it's somebody like in Idaho talking to somebody from Montana? Why are they going to ask for a WhatsApp? It's weird.
Why not?
Oh, yeah.
It has to do with the encryption. It's like good encryption or something. Like it's supposed to be a secure way to communicate.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. That's comforting. That's actually legit, I guess.
Don't
All
take
right, well,
my
that's it
word
for us,
that.
everybody. Check out WhatsApp, I guess. And we will see you next time. And remember, when you want to play the Feud, put it on the main viewer. Yeah, I'm hearing that song.